Welcome back everybody, Kai Swansea here with another episode of Football Manager 2017. It's the third episode with my Swansea save and I've turned it around. I've found a tactic that works, and look at that, since last episode, a 4-1 amazing win against an under par Arsenal, then a 3-1 disappointing loss against Man U. Since then we've gone unbeaten in all competitions. We just managed to sneak past Crystal Palace with a draw. It was actually really disappointing, and what's more is we've actually managed to get more possession in these games. Unfortunately, this other team is often still dominating in terms of shots, so we're not completely dominating the game, but we are finally getting possession together. So you're probably asking, what tactic has given us this run? I'll quickly run through the results actually first. So first game was against Everton. Ashley Williams handed us the win, playing against his old team in us. He managed to score an own goal, which was helpful for us. Then we beat Arsenal, an amazing game. Nathan Dyer, I'm sure you'll notice, has been insane for me. It's actually the inspiration for this tactic was from Nathan Dyer and past versions of FM. But yeah, 1-0, amazing win against Arsenal. I can't remember what the possession was, so I'm going to have a look. But it was a good game. Yeah, we just didn't manage to get more possession, but as you see, they had more shots. They did dominate the game, to be fair, but we managed to win. But since that game, we've been dominating possession every game. We demolished Crystal Palace 4-0. It was an amazing game. Once Kabay gets sent off, the game was over. I put Llorente up front, played a 4-4-2, and just nothing else happened really. But yeah, 4-0, amazing win. Really good goals. We dominated that game in terms of possession and shots. We completely dominated it. But then we played Crystal Palace just 3 days later, or 4 days later. No, 3 days later. And we drew 1-1, but we won on penalties. 3-0 actually the penalties was. We scored all 3 of our penalties and they missed their first 3. So really good for us. We got the win though, and we're through to the quarter-final against Tottenham, which will be the first game of today's episode. The second game will be probably Manchester City. So you're probably going to see 2 losses again, just to make it just after this good form. Then we played against Watford, and you're thinking 0-0, that's not the best. We had about 60% possession, maybe 55, 60%, 56% possession. So we pretty much dominated the game. But if we look at the division, which we will in a second, Watford are actually above us. They're doing really well. Or they might not be anymore, but we're third, as you saw there. Then we beat Sunderland 3-0. We've had, to be fair, this run, apart from, okay, the first 2 games were hard, but it's been a whole load of easy games we've had, but we have won them, and in really emphatic style. A 3-0 demolition of Sunderland. Nathan Dyer scoring another goal. Leroy Fer has actually been pretty good, and Leroy Fer in one of the games got a beautiful assist. He skipped past his man, through ball into Nathan Dyer, I think, scored a goal. Then we beat Hull 3-0 again, Nathan Dyer getting on the score sheet. Boya passed on side scoring, which is obviously good, trying to get our strikers to work. In this game, Llorente got a hat-trick and an assist. He was insane. As you see, a bit of a reserve side, so they conceded a lot of goals, but we won the game rather confidently. Much more possession, much more shots. We were by far the better side. Demolished West Brom, even though it's only 6-3, so it's the same scoreline technically, but our defence was a bit chaotic. But the fact we scored 6 goals, absolutely amazing. Nathan Dyer has been insane for me, and I'm going to show you his season so far stats. Here we are, 4 goals in 8 games, well, nearly 10 games, but also 3 goals in 2 cup games. He's been amazing, so valuable for us this season, and he actually made me pick this tactic. I thought, since Dyer was scoring goals, because previously my problem had been I'd had 2 wingers. I only had Routledge, who could actually play inside forward out of my 4 wingers. So since I've got Nathan Dyer as an inside forward and Wayne Routledge as an inside forward, I can pick the tactic I had for most of last FM as well. It's sort of a 4-3-3. Cork sits as a 3rd centre back almost. He's not quite a half back. I want him a bit more, I don't know, he works better as a defensive mid, and plus Cork has the star rating for defensive mid. If I look at half back, he's lacking a bit in that. He doesn't quite have the attributes for that. But the rest of the team is really good. Unfortunately, Norton is injured for this game, so Angle Wrangle will be starting as a right back. He's requested to leave, and I'll let him leave because he wants a new adventure. He's not quite good enough, and despite being an absolute legend, I will let him go. Taylor on the left, these both are complete wing backs who bond on the side well. It's almost like Barcelona-esque, and I've kind of explained it in the last version of FM, I think, but yeah, it's very Barcelona-esque. You got 3 defensive players, you got 2 almost wingers, you got 2 midfielders who sit slightly deeper, and basically 3 strikers. It's sort of a 3-4-3 is in essence what you're making when you play properly. Nathan Dyer, despite not being good inside forward, has been amazing at it. His pace has been insane. Boya Baston Lorente, not the best false nines, but it's simply you have to do it as a false nine. If you have an advanced forward, the whole tactic just breaks down. He's too far forward, can't link up with these two. It doesn't work. That's what happened in the first few games of this season. Here I was trying that tactic various occasions. It just did not work. So yeah. Now that I've got it sorted, this is the team I'll be playing against Tottenham. Apart from Rangel, it's my strongest side. Boya Baston is ahead of Lorente just because Lorente played yesterday and has suddenly lifted his form up again. He was on a pretty poor spell, but scoring a hat-trick in the last game is now looking good again. Murphy can't play because he's cup tied, else he'd probably have been on the bench. Montero, not quite been the best, although none of my left wingers have, unfortunately. It's all been Nathan Dyer. Most of my play has gone around him and goals have been due to him. Leroy Fer has been amazing so far this season. Neil Taylor has come into his own once I moved him to a complete wing back. Right back hasn't been that amazing so far, although saying that he looks pretty good. I haven't noticed as much of an impact from Norton. Keane has been amazing for me, absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad I signed him. And I'm quickly going to put Fabianski in goal. I played Nortfeld last game to give him a game. He's pretty decent and he's going to be my backup keeper for some years to come, but I'm hopefully going to sign a really good young keeper to replace Fabianski with, and also sign a defensive midfielder who is a true captain, is what I need, or a right back who's a true captain. One of them. I just need a bit of leadership in the side. But yeah, I'm going to get on to the game. Here's our position for today's game. They've got a slightly weakened side. Harry Kane's injured, so that's why Johnson's starting up front. Enkadu isn't the best. Rich Edwards, really young, but a super talent for the future. Actually looks pretty good at the moment, despite only being 17. Musa Sissoko, Onaman Dembele in the midfield. Dembele, amazing player. Look at his attributes all around. He's good at everything, which is really helpful for them. Ben Davis, obviously ex-player, Nacho from Real Madrid, a really strong back four actually, and Michel Vorm, our old keeper. But the bench isn't that strong. Vertonghen, again, another good defensive option, but attacking-wise, they don't have the best bench, so hopefully they won't cause too much damage to us. We're going to go, yep, you can see here quickly. Let's have a look. Musa Sissoko, mediocre, not amazing, but not bad. And Enkadu, 21 years old, very fast again, and Vinci Janssen, not the fastest, but a decent striker and hard working. So yeah, I'm going to go to team talk. I'm going to let Curtis do it and get on with the game. Nothing's happened in the first quarter of an hour, but Vorm has now got a goal kick up to Janssen. Janssen headers it forward, no one's there. Cork to Keane. Keane can get it forward. Boya Baston has space. Nathan Dyer on the right flank here. Can he feed him through? Nathan Dyer doesn't make the run, but now he does. Tackled by Ben Davis. Beautiful goal by Boya Baston. Actually, we're going to watch that in a replay. Can I turn it on now? I moved it to data analysis, the pitch view. It might be a bit cool to see this, and it's actually quite a cool view. No, that didn't work, but I want to watch this goal. So we're going to change this to behind goal low. Here we are. Keane hoofs it forward to Boya Baston. Boya Baston picks up Nathan Dyer. Nathan Dyer runs forward a bit, and then pass it back to Boya Baston. Actually, his tackle, a beautiful strike, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, that was a really nice goal to put us 1-0 up in a game where up until now nothing had happened. Here we're going to have data analysis. You see the game's really even. We're slightly dominating actually now. Previously it was completely even, now we're slightly ahead. Tackles, when they're doing really good in that front, although we've had to do a lot more tackles, and we've done a fairly equal amount of passes and fairly equal pass completion, so that's quite good. We're holding our own. And half an hour in and 1-0 up. Sigurdsson with a corner now, whips it in. Leroy Fer headers. Cork with a goal. He stole first goal to be honest, but 2-0 up, amazing. The cup run continues. Here we go, we get to see it. Sigurdsson whips it in. Fer with a header. He's completely unmarked, headers it in. Cork steals a goal technically, but nice goal. We're 2-0 up. And it's 3-0. I just forgot to record. I'm sorry. I was watching it happen. I was like, oh, we're going to score. But you'll get to see the replay. It was a really nice, well-worked goal. We had a couple of chances, and then Boya Baston gets the ball in. Cork turns past his man, passes it to Routledge. Routledge, first touch strike. Keeper should maybe have done better, but beautiful goal. Yeah, 3-0 up. The cup run is really continuing. Now that we're nearly 60 minutes, I'm going to bring in Yuri Tielemans for Gylfi Sigurdsson, like-for-like replacement, and Montero for Routledge, slightly faster and less well-rounded player, and less than an inside forward, more of a winger. Tielemans has just done a beautiful football for Boya Baston. Boya crosses it in. Dyer cleared by Vimmer is only as far as, who was that, Leroy Fair probably, who headed it into Vorm, and they saved. Tielemans with a corner, short to Montero. Sissoko has a chance to launch a counter-attack. Rangel gets there first, whips the ball into Tielemans. Tielemans on the edge, crosses it in. Boya Baston headers to Montero. Beautiful goal, 4-0. Another demolition of a top side in the EFL Cup, I think it's called now. Beautiful goal. Here you see Tielemans gets the ball into the box. Boya Baston headers it down to Montero using his good frame, and Montero scores. Let's just have a quick look at Boya Baston. 13 headering, not the best. In fact, he's just finishing off the ball. Anticipation and composure, sort of his best attributes. So yeah, beautiful goal, 4-0. This game looks done and dusted. I'm quickly going to bring Barrow on for Nathan Dyer, just so that Barrow gets some game time to build his confidence more than anything. Tottenham have a chance now. Nacho, their full-back, is marauding forward into Winks. Harry Winks, can he pick out an option? He does pick out Nacho again. Nacho to Harrison, 4-1. I'm quite sure this was the scoreline against Arsenal, so yeah, repeating. I'm not going to bother watching it. Tielemans done. Wow, that was a terrible cross, Tielemans. So, game over, another 4-1 win against the North London side in the EFL Cup. Let's have a quick look. It was 4-1, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. 4-1 wins twice and away from home. We're in the semi-final, which will be probably in the next episode, in fact. The second half of this episode, I'll quickly play Man City, and I'll see you for that in a second. We're not quite at the Manchester City game yet, but I want to show you two things. One, our club philosophies have gone up to 43% happy with my attempts to play, seen signs of attempt to play a possession-based game, and while it suffice for now, it would be disappointing if it not to improve. So they're getting happier with me as I'm learning the game and I'm learning to be better at football. It's rather realistic, actually, in that there's a steep learning curve, which you can see rather clearly with this. Like, yeah, at the beginning I had no idea what I was doing. It was sort of, I think it was the game against Crystal Palace where it all sort of clicked. Up until then, these two games I could just play defensive and get away with it, and then against Crystal Palace it all clicked, and since then I haven't looked back once. But the other thing, actually I will show you the Premier Division. I said I would, but I didn't. Watford are in 5th at the moment, but they're doing amazingly well. 6 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses. Really good. Chelsea, Man U above us, West Ham, Watford just below, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, Southampton, Arsenal. It's rather realistic. Maybe West Ham, Swansea, Watford, the 3 of us should maybe be underneath this lot here, so bearish. But apart from that, the table's looking rather reasonable. Stoke sacked their manager, and Mark Hughes, he's gone. Burnley, West Brom looking rather shaky. But the third thing is the draw for the semi-final. Here we go, and we're going to watch the draw live. So clearly we don't want Manchester City, we want Bournemouth or Sunderland, preferably Sunderland. So here we go, Swansea. Ooh, we're first against, I'm crossing my fingers, I hope everybody else is, Sunderland. Oh, we got Man City. Well, the good news is if we make it to the final, we've got an easy game. But unfortunately, it's highly unlikely. This game here, we're quite obviously going to play the game against Man City because that's sort of a preparation for the double header against Man City later on, so I'll see you in a second. Another big bit of news, I've signed a new 2-year contract extension, so yeah, we've now got it until 2018. That's good. The board wanted it. I tried to get a training facilities improved, but that didn't work. But I did get rid of the philosophy, view board confidence, club philosophies. I've got rid of retained possession, which is really helpful and gives me more room to do what I want. I also previously, like a few months ago, managed to get a youth facilities upgraded, which is really helpful. It costs like £1 million, so yeah, I think that's good. I really want to improve everything as much as possible. Here we are up against Manchester City now. Very similar team to the team who played Tottenham. I just played Burnley, beat them 1-0 with a fairly rotated side. A very late goal from Josh Murphy, scoring his second goal for the club very late. Actually, I think it was his first because his stats are messed up by, it was his first for the club. His stats are messed up by playing for, Norwich. He played a game and scored a goal for them at the start of the season or something, so his stats are a bit messed up. But yeah, we beat Burnley 1-0 thanks to a late goal from him, 87th minute or so, and now we're up against Manchester City. And it's the same team. I think Norton didn't play the last game, but is playing now. Apart from that, it looks very similar as far as I remember. It's been a few hours. I've had to do stuff throughout the day. But yeah, submit team, proceed to match. Yes, I will play against Manchester City. A quick look at the table, and you can actually see Man City are 9th. They've not had the best of seasons, losing to Watford, Arsenal, Leicester, Chelsea, West Ham, and Liverpool. Actually, all teams above them, from what I can see, drawing against Man U, and beating teams below them. So they're basically in the position they deserve to be from their fixtures, whereas we've sort of lost random games, drawn random games, and won random games. But yeah, hopefully we can give them a good game. Obviously, they're an amazing side, one of the best in the league. You can just see quickly there, and they've got the likes of here Aguero, so I don't have to click on them. Look at them, godlike. 17 finishing, 16 composure, 18 off the ball, 18 acceleration, such a worry. De Bruyne, amazing player, flair, long shots, passing, technique, vision. He's just going to tear us apart. Sane's obviously fast, 16, 18, acceleration and pace, good dribbler. Silva's just amazing, vision, flair, technique, first touch, like such a good playmaker. Fernandinho, yeah, I could go all day. They've got such good players after Mendy. What an amazing centre back. Yeah, but I'm not going to bother going through the rest of the side, so they are amazing. But hopefully we can give them a good run for money. I'm going to keep it on control for now, and yeah, this is basically an identical tactic to the one I used in FM16. I just, like, from memory copied it again, after spending all the last version like playing with this. Not so much at Nuremberg. I think I played the 4-2-1-3 defense. Oh, I've been playing it at fast speed. There you go. Oh, we've scored already. Instant goal. I don't have goal replays on, so we'll watch that again, shall we? Wow, I didn't even expect the goal. Dyer out to Norton. Norton with a beautiful cross in, I guess. It is. Boya Baston takes a shot, deflected. Sigurdsson at the back post gets it in. Lovely goal. And we're 1-0 up within 2 minutes, so we're certainly going to give him a good game, I guess. Man City had the ball in centre park, but they just lost it to Leroy Fair, but they got it back. Aguero. I've been trying the data analysis view. It gives you like a nice overview of the pitch. It's actually a lot nicer to play a bit faster, and Silva scored while I talked, so yeah, that was not very good. But this view is actually quite nice to watch at a higher speed, because the close one you need it slower so you can actually see what's happening. But with this you can see it all happening, but it gives you a better overview. Sigurdsson into the box, Bravo collects, but even though it's going so fast, you can sort of see what's happening. Norton into Cork to Fair, out wide to Dyer. Dyer can't get there, and they've got a chance, but Cork heads it back. Otamendi the ball for them forward. Like, it's hard for me to commentate with it though, so I will slow it down, because yeah, although that's a bit too slow now. Because it's zoomed out, you want it a bit faster. Out to Routledge. Routledge, can you get a ball in again? Bravo with a beautiful save from a Boya Baston header. Amat has the ball to Keane, back to Fabianski. I'm worried. Luckily the ball's got to Routledge, to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson has options, passes to Amat. Amat's been picked ahead of Fernandes for most games just because I want him to progress and get better. Leroy Fair has done 2 beautiful tackles there to push them back. Unfortunately they do have the ball, and because it's on key highlights, it's far more. Oh, Taylor with a nice interception. Can you get a good ball in? He can't to Routledge. Routledge running at the box, tackled. Leroy Fair out wide to Taylor. Can Taylor whip it in? Dyer just gets out muscled. Boya Baston with a beautiful header after a headed assist from Sigurdsson. That was a nice, like, headed goal, and like the cross into Dyer, who takes the chance, gets it back to, don't know, Sigurdsson, who headers it into Boya Baston, who headers it in the net. So 2-1 isn't the worst scoreline, to say the least. If we get a draw from this game, I'm pretty pleased, because sort of, especially with the start of the season, just escaping relegation was the only thing on my mind. So our run of form has coincided with playing the weaker teams, but still, our run of form has been nice, and it's pushed us into the top 6, which is sort of would be a nice target, possibly getting Europa League spot. I don't know if I want it or not. I mean, I'd have to have a really good squad depth if I do. But it would be nice to have the European pedigree, so to say, and give a chance for player rotation, although I've been doing a pretty good job so far this season. Oh, that was a nice chance. Like, Mark van der Horn has not played the game because I don't think he's good enough. He's like Carl Bartley. They're just not good enough to even be a rotation option. And like Alfie Mason, who looks good enough to be a rotation. Routledge is through here. Routledge has just scored a screamer. We're watching that again. Let's change the view to behind goal. No, behind goal low. So much nicer. And then we're watching this again. Here, Boya Baston out to Routledge. Routledge runs the length of the pitch, and a one touch, beautiful strike, lovely goal. And we're gonna play and turn this back to date and that. analyst, analyst, data analyst. God, my pronunciation then was terrible. De Bruyne has a chance to launch a counter for them, but Amma intercepts it. Get rid of that box. Sigurdsson outright to Routledge, into Boya Baston, back to Routledge. Routledge has options to Leroy Fair, out to Dyer. Dyer can use his pace, he can't. Back to Keane. Keane out to Dyer, using his pace to get down the right hand side. That's, if that was a shot, that was tame. If that was a cross, it was terrible. Either way, it ends with nothing. Aguero, De Bruyne, Fernando, they've got the ball at halfway line. Aguero's kind of through here. Oh, thankfully he missed. Sigurdsson with a free kick into the box, Routledge. Beautiful headed goal. Routledge, he's doing a good job this game. 2 goals for him. Sigurdsson 2 assists. Boya Baston 2 assists. Those attacking 3 have been brilliant. Dyer's also been really good, to be fair. I think Fair and Neil Taylor will be the 2 players to come off soon. We have actually dominated the game against Man City. That's insane if you consider the players they got. But back to substitutions. Taylor because he's on the yellow card, and Fair because he's not playing as amazing as everybody else, and because he's a bit tired, so a bit of pace in the middle of the park would be nice. So I might do that in a second. I'm going to take Taylor off now. Neil Taylor for Kingsley, because I got Kingsley on the bench as well. It's nice, easy sub to make. Yuri Tielemans or Britain? Britain actually. Support. I'm gonna keep it like that. Gylfi Sigurdsson can be attack. Britain can stay back. Britain's defensively a lot better than Tielemans defensively, so that's why he's in. Aguero has a beautiful goal. It's 4-2, but I have made a couple of defensive changes. I might even change this to counter now. Now that we're in the game, they're gonna have to push a lot, so we can sit a bit deeper and break them apart when we have the chance. But yeah, we're having a good game, but unfortunately they still look. It's scarily like they're gonna come back into this. I'm gonna make some changes. So complete change of tactic. It's sort of the 4-4-2, but with one of the strikers move back, and it's 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 hybrid sort of thing. More like a 4-2-3-1 with the winger move back. Hopefully it's a bit more defensively solid, and we can hold out this comeback by Manchester City. Manchester City unfortunately have the ball here. Zabaleta forward to Aguero. Aguero, nice save by Fabianski. It's just not working. Something's going wrong. I've moved us all slightly more defensive, but they've got another chance. Cork headers it clear, only as far as Fernando though. Fernando has options. Picks out Otamendi in the centre park to Fernandinho, to Silva. Fernandinho, some nice passing by Man City here. Zabaleta's going to get a ball in. Fabianski saves. Hopefully we can see it out for a bit longer. I might take Dyer off and put a more defensive player on. I don't know, it's vaguely scary now. Although saying that, we've only got 5 minutes left. I'm going to do a change. Last change of the game was to bring Yuri Tielemans on for Nathan Dyer, who didn't have the best of games, and then played the narrow 4-4-2. I might actually move here. Sigurdsson can go in the middle, just to try and get a bit more. Actually, he can be the deep line playmaker, and he can be the advanced playmaker support. There you go. So 4-1-3-2. Hopefully it can be a bit more defensively strong, control the midfield, and waste time basically for these last few seconds. We've got 2 minutes left. Will we make it? Britain with a corner. Headed clear by John Stones. They have one last chance to counter here. Aguero to Silva. We need to cut this out. We need to get players back and cut out this counter as soon as possible. Fernando missed thankfully, and I think that's game on. Game over, and we've beaten Manchester City, which is absolutely incredible result considering the quality in their side. Let's have a look post-match analysis. We're actually in third now, still above Watford. West Ham, could they overtake us? No, we're quite, in fact, apart from Man U, we're really close to the top, which is insane considering the start of the season we had. But beating Man City is amazing considering they had some amazing players. Let's have a quick look at the social media, what they're saying over there. Take a bow Routledge. So Routledge did play good. They want a bit more consistency. A bit of overreaction maybe. It wasn't that great. It was, to be honest. Oh wow, he says the most. Oh, it makes it worth all those nil-nils. We haven't had that many nil-nils, don't be mean. But yeah, people are very happy with how we did today. Let's have a quick look. How many nil-nils have we had? 1, 2 nil-nils. Makes it worth all those nil-nils. What a terrible fan. But yeah, thank you for watching. Next episode will be double header against Manchester City. You know what it is. It's the Capital One Cup, EFL Cup, League Cup semi-final. There also might be some transfers involved. Hopefully I can get a captain in, so once I finish those I might do the transfer deadline day as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please tell me how Football Manager 2017 is going for you guys. How are your saves going? Have you found any other different type of tactics that work? Have you found that most of the tactics from FM16 work? Because considering how well this one works, and it's basically a carbon copy of what I did in FM16, yeah, I'm impressed. So tell me how it's going, tell me who you're managing, please leave it in the comment section, I want to know. Thank you for watching.